called the Heavenly Magic Show. If they were to have a magic show in heaven, what a wonderful show it would be. Just think of the cast they could choose from the Men of Mystery. Herman Hansen would be the producer, for he always put on a good show. And to help, Stu Robeson and Vic Torsberg. Those were two guys in the know. For ideas, they'd call on Jim Grant, and Hen Fetch would give him a hand. These two guys were fountains of knowledge, and all the concepts they came up with were grand. Charlie Carrier would be the opener. He would juggle his bottles and trays. Then Dave Coleman, Bill Baird, and Doc Tarbell, who taught us magic in so many ways. Max Holden would do his shadows, and Johnny George Main would add to the fun, and then the incomparable Cardini, who was always number one. Russell Swan would do the snake basket. The crowd would roar with delight. Then Dunninger and Anneman with a double mental act. Wouldn't that be a sight? George Jason would tell some stories. At this he had no peer. Then Tommy Windsor would do his pitch act, which was a winner year after year. During intermission, Percy Abbott would sell the candy. Boy, was that funny. And Howard Strickler would be there too to help collect the money. Clark Crandall would open the second half with cards and a very warm plate. Oh, how I miss his columns. Most things he wrote were great. Bill Larson Sr. would be in the front row, and what a review he would write. And then Himber would roll out his tables, and that would take most of the night. Russ Walsh would do his golf act, produce a bunch of canes, and then the stage would be showered with cards by our old friend Ronald Haynes. Can you imagine the closing act with all the illusionists there? Miracle after miracle would surely fill the air. Blackstone would do the bulb and the cage, and it would be the greatest. Then Kalanag and Les Levant performing all their latest. Houdini would do the water cell, Keller would do the levee, and then Thurston with the sawing. Boy, was that heavy. Danny would do his lazy magician, and applause would fill the hall, and then our beloved Okito would perform his floating ball. Jack Gwynn would produce his stack of bowls. He sure made it look simple, and of course his lovely Anne would help as he did the swords and the temple. As for bits between the acts, I've saved someone special for that, for this guy could make anyone laugh at just the drop of a hat. He'll probably do the pantomime of a magician who's not quite sure, and the crowd will surely love him. In fact, they'll yell for more. You've probably guessed who it is by now. If not, you soon will learn that the one who's getting all the laughs is my wondrous pal, Duke Stern. Well, it's been fun thinking about it, and it's all pretend, I know, but if they really had a magic show in heaven, it would be quite a show. To see them all together would be a glorious sight, and I think they have all enjoyed being remembered here tonight. So if by chance they're watching these Men of Mystery, I hope they'll grant a small favor. That's to save a spot on the bill for me. With love, to Martha and Joe.